What's going on, guys? Back here at the MLG Anaheim Spring Championship. I'm joined here by Moletrap, myself, Rivington III. Moletrap, a former GSL StarCraft caster as well. You've moved on to League of Legends now, but living in Korea, how has that been?
It's been fantastic, fantastic. I love Korea. It's a really cool place. Everyone there is really friendly, really respectful all the time. You know, there's like virtually no crime because it's impolite to steal from people, so it's a fun place to be.
Right on. Why do you think League of Legends blew up so much in Korea?
It's hard to say completely. What I think is the main contributing factor is that Riot Games kind of did a lot to invest in the PC bongs. The PC bongs means PC room. In Korea, they're a big deal. There's like one on every block. And basically, they're an internet cafe where you go in and you can play games. All the latest games are installed on there. And that's where most of the game playing in Korea is done, is in those PC bongs. And Riot recognized that. They went in, they said, all right, we're going to make all champs free to play in PC bongs. We're going to give you a 33% IP boost in PC bongs. Made sure to get as many people playing it as possible by making it as attractive as possible. And right now, it is the most played game in Korea as a result.
So how has, between Season 1 and Season 2, the League of Legends competition been growing in Korea?
Yeah, one of the main things is, I mean, the Korean server for League of Legends only went live a couple months before Season 1. So a lot of the teams were, I don't want to say amateur, but you know, they weren't professional gamers. They had other jobs, they were students, that kind of thing. So I think the main thing we're going to see moving into Season 2 is that there are a lot of like the StarCraft 2 teams have made sometimes multiple League of Legends teams. So next season it's going to be a lot more competitive because I think all the teams are going to be pro gaming teams instead of just kind of casual teams.
Very cool. So being a previous StarCraft caster, what's the difference between League of Legends? The pace, the action, just the whole roundabout. How do you feel about it?
Transferring over at first, I was actually really surprised how similar it was, how easy it was to move from casting StarCraft to casting League of Legends. One of the main things I've noticed is different is that it's kind of like the pace. Like in StarCraft, sometimes it'll be like 5-10 minutes before anything significant happens. You have time to kill, you can talk about the players, you can kind of give some lead up. Sometimes in League of Legends, 30 seconds in, you get first blood in the jungle and you gotta jump right into it. So it kind of changes in that, but it's actually really similar. I mean, a lot of the aspects of the games are both similar. I mean, even, I know there's some like StarCraft 2 pros and even Brood War pros who play League of Legends on the side. So the skills definitely transfer over.
Yeah, right around, we got MC jumping around on the stage over there. Yeah. So with these teams, as we come into StarCraft, a lot of people move to Korea, right? You want to move to Korea. A lot of teams wanted to get better. A lot of people wanted to get better. Do we see that happening with League of Legends? Have you seen it yet, or do you know of any people that are going to pursue this? I know we have seen CLG actually go over and try their hand. Have you heard any others?
Yeah, well, as far as going over, I know a lot of teams are going, like you said, CLG, who's right up on stage here, they spent the last season there. Actually, Team Dignitas over on the other side of the stage, they're going next season as well. So I know a lot of teams are going to go over and kind of try it out. As far as if they're going to move there, like the main reason why people are kind of moving to Korea for StarCraft is it's the place, it's the mecca. I mean, here at MLG, all of the pools were 3/4 Korean players because it's just where the highest skill is. It has yet to be seen if that's going to be the case with League of Legends, though. I could see it happening just with the ethic, the work ethic, the practice ethic that the Koreans can put in. They could easily surpass, but you know, time will have to tell because right now I'd say they're about even footing with the European teams, and so if it's going to be, you know, or the American teams, and so if it's going to be even, then there's no reason for teams necessarily to move to Korea for that. But we'll see in about 6 months, maybe.
Well, seeing some of those teams that have been training, we'll bring up, you know, speaking of like MIG Blaze, being a team for only 4 months, how do they get so good? What is the regimen from your point of view? You know, what do you guys see that's making these teams so good?
Well, MIG Blaze, they're like the second team of the MIG franchise. Frost was the first team, very old team. They kind of put Blaze together and they kind of, you know, picked out some of the best players, put them together and said, you guys are a team. So they were able to kind of grow up together like that. Something that set apart Blaze and actually all the teams that did well in the Korean tournament that I felt the most was their team cohesion. Like their teamwork was really, they moved as one unit, they moved as one mind. a lot of the time, and I think that's what made the difference. Also, a lot of the little precision timings and things, you know, again, coming from the very precise gaming culture from StarCraft, you know, there were times when teams got to their blue buff 6 seconds after it spawned and it was already gone because they had it down so quick. So those were kind of the two main things I think that made the difference with Blaze and the other top teams, was that teamwork and the precision.
Very cool, guys. Big hand for Moletrap, one of our Korean League of Legends casters, coming out for the Big Get Real, brought to you by Big Flex Floor Razors. We'll be back right after this commercial break. Stay tuned for more League of Legends actions from MLG Anaheim.